So never in a million years did I ever think I would see Orochimaru, the main villain of Naruto Part 1, the sadistic creep that kept kids locked up in cages and did all sorts of fucked up things, would be used for legit comedic purposes. Seriously, what the fuck was that? So this episode opens up yet again with Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura going in, summoning those beasts that they did in the last week's episode. And it was pretty awesome to see kind of the reflection of how much they changed. And you have the animals as well. It would have been nice if Sakura had the slug all along, and we seen that slug when it was little as well. And likewise with Manda. I guess that was Manda's child probably, because if I'm correct, Sasuke killed Manda, and Manda died one way or another. So that's probably one of his kids or whatnot. But it would have been better to have seen them like that, so it shows all their growth. But at the very least, Gamakichi being older, and I believe that's his name, Gamakichi. I've always been bad with the frogs' names or whatever, the toads' names. But we see he's older now, and he's on some level like of his father and shit like that, which is really cool again, because it shows the growth of these characters and the growth of Naruto in general from where he was to where he's at right now. And they're just going in on the Juubi. We got some cool action there. The animation in this episode actually looked a lot better than the past couple episodes, because for some reason the art and animation was kind of for the past couple episodes. This week especially, the art was on par, so I was glad about that as well, because you know, this is a pretty iconic moment when Team 7 coming back with all their fucking summonings and whatnot, so I was glad to see it looking on par. And also I was glad there was no Kiba bitching that no one gives a fuck about his existence, just saying. And if you really look at this entire episode, I think one of the biggest things about it with the in-canon filler, which I love when they do in-canon filler that I actually legitimately care about, fucking the Sannin, the legendary Sannin getting a little mission of the past. I always love that shit, and I always think that it's very interesting at the very least. But it's just really showing the old generation coming into the new generation, and kind of all tying back into the original Naruto theme as well, because you see the past with Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru, and then kind of ties into Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. It was just really symbolic of growth overall. That's what this episode was definitely trying to signify. And this episode made me think, as weird as it sounds, I honestly wouldn't be surprised, because at the end of the day, I doubt Sasuke is going to end up with anybody, much less Kadin's fucking retarded ass. I don't like Kadin. I'm sure you all know that, but I doubt he's going to end up with her. But I could possibly see the way they fight like animals, Kadin x Suigetsu, because they fucking act like they hate each other, but you know how kids are. They act like that, but they really want to... So yeah. And like I said in the beginning of this review, Orochimaru acting like the comedic relief to stop them and everything, was like, it was so bizarre, and it was like kind of type of funny, because it's like, it's Orochimaru. This is the same sadistic fuck that did so many fucked up things, destroyed the village, had Kadin and Suigetsu in fucking a tank and in a prison. It was like, but getting a flashback with Orochimaru and Tsunade and Jiraiya in there, it really just shows, again, that there's a similar relationship to Team 7, and kind of how Team 7 are the new day Sannin. And Sannin is not really like a rank or anything like that. That was the nickname that they got back in the day from, was it Hanzo? Yeah, I believe it was Hanzo that gave them that nickname or whatnot. And it kind of showed as well, Jiraiya was the Naruto, and we already know this more or less, but to find out that Jiraiya till the very end was like, I trust in Orochimaru, he's not going to do this shit. And it's like, I think that was part of it, his naivety to just really wanting to believe that Orochimaru wasn't as fucked up as he appeared to be. And I think this episode was also trying to show that Orochimaru changed. I mean, as hard as they were pushing it, I still don't fucking buy it. And him saying, yeah, I changed. And the message really with the whole thing with Jiraiya, like, if he survived, maybe he would have changed. It just really felt very deep as far as, like, that message. You either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And with Orochimaru's case, it was kind of like, well, he died as a villain and he's coming back and seemingly good. I don't know. Nah. I don't buy it. This fucking snake motherfucker. If he is good, then it is what it is. But like, it seems more so it's not even necessarily that he's good. It's more so on some like Hannibal shit. I want to see what Sasuke will do next. And as a whole, good episode, just really, again, very symbolic. I'm going to give this one 7 out of 10. It was just showing growth with many different characters, including Orochimaru as well. Still don't buy it, but ultimately it was like, I'm good now, or at the very least, I'm doing good things. I'm following Sasuke, and it's like, so if Sasuke was burning everybody alive, then maybe he would have followed that path as well. So can you argue that he's good? It makes you like, What's up with Orochimaru? And please never show me Tsunade old again. I want to remember her in her prime looking fit as a skinny, big, titty blonde. I don't want to see that old shit anymore. I know it's fucked up, but it is what it is. An overall good episode, but let me know what you guys think. First of all, what do you think about the symbolism of this entire episode? And the main question, Orochimaru, is he bullshitting? Or is he really on the side of good for now? Or is it just like on some, once again, experiment shit like, let's see what Sasuke will do. And your overall thoughts of the episode. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do as well, that would be awesome. I'm from Neverworld. And as always, people, have an awesome day. So never in a million years did I ever think I would see Orochimaru, the main villain of Naruto Part 1, the sadistic creep that kept kids locked up in cages and did all sorts of fucked up things, would be used for legit comedic purposes. Seriously, what the fuck was that? So this episode opens up yet again with Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura going in, summoning those beasts that they did in the last week's episode. And it was pretty awesome to see kind of the reflection of how much they changed. And you have the animals as well. It would have been nice if Sakura had the slug all along, and we've seen that slug when it was little as well. And likewise with Manda. I guess that was Manda's child probably, because if I'm correct, Sasuke killed Manda, and Manda died one way or another. So that's probably one of his kids or whatnot. But it would have been better to have seen them like that, so it shows all their growth. But at the very least, Gamakichi being older, and I believe that's his name, Gamakichi. I've always been bad with the frogs' names or whatever, the toad's names.